Hey guys, welcome back to the 34th episode of Let's Play Space Engineers as a German engineer. For those of you who are new here, I'm Daniel. I've been born and raised in Germany, and I've been living and working as a software engineer in the San Francisco Bay Area, Silicon Valley, for the last 10 or so years. In the last episode, we built our components dashboard, all together with the ability to automatically build components up to target levels that you can specify in the custom data of the programmable block that runs the script. So now we're well set up to build to our heart's content and don't have to worry about where all these resources are coming from. I have also added a couple of things just now on screen to the engineering plan that I'm probably not going to get to today, but that I do want to get to. Most of these things are from feedback from people in the comments, so I appreciate that a lot. So if you guys want to share your thoughts, have suggestions to make how I can improve my builds and stuff, please leave them in the comments below. I not only enjoy hearing from them, but I make an effort to integrate them into the actual future builds and the improvements that I make to my builds over time. So the first one is overall component construction queuing. Right now, the queuing of the components in the component dashboard / component auto building thing, whatever you want to call it, is kind of naive and not very intelligent. So I think there were a couple of points of feedback in the comments that I think make a lot of sense, and I had a couple of thoughts about improving this myself as well. So we will do that at some point. The other thing is adding gravel to the ore ingot dashboard. Right now it's not displaying gravel, and that's something that people are interested in knowing. In my base, I think I eject all the gravel, so that's why I wasn't too concerned with it, but it's probably still worthwhile seeing, because maybe I'm not ejecting all the gravel, and who knows how much gravel there's clogging up containers somewhere that I'm not aware of. Then the other thing is adding adjustable legs to the MMR. We moved the MMR over to the Cobalt location over here, and as you can probably just see, 3 of the 4 legs are not touching the ground because we wanted to align it with gravity, so we made sure that the horizon was straight when we landed it. So only 1 leg is actually touching the ground. It would be cool if we had something to kind of extend these legs down in a way, right, so that they can at least visually touch the ground still. There's no real practical use for that, but I think it would make it look a little bit better, not look as weirdly hovering in the sky, basically. And the last one is here, recreate the drone path. I'm not 100% sure if we will get to this before AI blocks or the grid AI update hits the mainstream. It leaves the beta stage, basically. But this very much depends on when the MMR kind of starts filling up and hitting its capacity of being able to store more components, because then that's the latest point at which I need to make sure that the drone can actually reliably move forward and backwards, so I can concentrate on building here and don't have to worry about the drone, kind of the connector breaking or the drone falling out of the sky because it can't charge. A lot of these things become so much easier once we have the grid AI update. For example, I will be able to alert myself if the drone isn't connecting after a certain while, or for example, I can only make the drone leave again after it has connected, so it won't do any weird shenanigans breaking the connector and then just flying back and forth without ever docking. Today, however, I do want to start on my plan to going to space. I mentioned this before. I want to build a rocket. I don't know why. I find the idea fun. And this is the first time that in Space Engineers that I'm building a space-capable ship that leaves the planet. So there's probably a lot of stuff that I will learn along the way. But not only do I want to build a rocket, I want to build a rocket silo that the rocket will be my idea is that the rocket is underground, and we have a closable rocket silo that we then open for the rocket to kind of lift out of. And we have a big hole here, so I wonder if this would be a good place to start our rocket silo. So I think the diameter is perfect. It's maybe even more than we need, but that's okay. We can deal with that. But I do think I would like to have it a little bit deeper. I did a little bit of kind of calculations and kind of some kind of quick prototype builds of what the dimensions of a rocket would be. And while I can build a rocket at this height, I think it would look a little stubby. I think we'll grab a mining vehicle, just see how effective we can deepen that hole a little bit here. So give me a couple minutes. I'll check out how quickly I can kind of grind away at space here, and if it's too slow, we might have to build something kind of specialized to do this work here for us. Yeah, give me a couple minutes, and then I'll get back to you guys. So I'm grinding a little bit here, just like a little hole, and I'm already realizing that if I want to add any amount of significant depth here, like 10, 20, 30 meters, this will take me forever. What I will do instead is I think I will build a little custom drill to do that work for me. Okay, so here's what I put together. 3 pistons, a big arm, and I'm also running conveyor up into the base. Primarily so that I can just use weld blocks to kind of weld this all up. But since I'm going to build a rocket silo here anyway, I will need conveyor running down here at some point anyway. So I may just reuse this for that. So I hope this won't take me too long. But let's weld it up and see. So, we welded up most of the drills, but we ran out of steel plate. Let's quickly look at the... It is producing, so this is good, but it's going quite slow. So let's look at the... Yep, so part of the problem here is how slowly it's adding more materials. It's probably... The other assemblers are probably still working, so it's not adding anything yet. And it's only adding, I think, 100 at a time or something like that. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to add 1,000. Or maybe a couple thousand. So we're producing this a little bit quicker. So I think this is part of the reason why we want to overhaul the component construction queuing. It just if we only add as many as we do right now, like 100 increments, and then the other assemblers pull it out because of cooperative mode, it just takes a very long time. And if we add more, it'll go much quicker. Yeah, so now it's increasing, so I think that leaves that we're probably done. Let me just add some more so we can fill that up again. Okay, then let's look at it, huh? There we go. These are a lot of what are they called? I don't even know what they're called. Not welders. Drills. Huh. Okay, let's remove these last two welders here. And then let's get it all set up. So we need to turn on all these drills. I just realized something though. Sorry. I don't just want them to collect all that stone. I actually want them to not collect the stone. Can you right click? Can you essentially right click drill with these? What if I have a button or something like that? It appears like I cannot. That would mean we have a little bit of a problem. I removed the refinery from the base, right? We won't be able to process that stone. So we'll just end up stockpiling a bunch of stone. Oh. No, I don't see any. Let's turn them on again and see what happens. I may just stick some refineries in here to deal with the stone temporarily. This all here is temporary, so... Okay. Please. I guess it's that they're filling all of the stone now, yes. Then let's stop them. Okay. We will need to process all of the stone. It's gonna be a lot of stone. So... Get some refineries in here. Okay, as you can see, we have almost 2 million stone here that we need to chew through. And my guess is this might take a while. Not to mention that this is not even close to... We need to dig way deeper than we are. It's a little bit annoying. I thought we could just basically right-hand drill. But it is what it is. Let me add some more refineries here to speed this process up. Okay, I added a bunch more refineries and speed modules and a couple of assemblers to work a little quicker through all of this stuff here as well. And I think we're good. I think we can turn on the mine again. We just processed 2 million stone relatively quick with. We haven't even moduled them all up. Let's turn around and see if we can keep up. If not, we'll just slap some more speed modules on these. And then we'll probably have to deal with the power problem next. Okay, let's see here. Let's turn them all on here. Okay, we are accumulating more stone again than we can process here. Just gonna slap some more of these things down. Okay, so I think this is good, except for that we'll probably run out of storage. It already says 81% used. Yeah, we need to build some large cow containers. Let me do that and then get back to you. Okay, so I increased the storage capacity, and the amount of stone that we have stored immediately skyrocketed. So I think we're just, yeah, so we're just filling these up with stone, these new large cargo containers. What I will do is I will pause the mine. Turn off the drills. Hey, editor me here. So this is what happens when you improvise instead of planning out exactly what you want to do. My original plan was to just start building the silo. I did not expect the whole kind of like ordeal with digging a hole or extending the hole to take so much time. But I clearly missed a couple of things here that I could have done to make my life so much easier. And I wanted to call that out because I know exactly you guys will call me out in the comments otherwise, which is fine. Please go ahead and do so. Like editing this video, I'm sitting here and just like, I'm shaking my head at myself. Why didn't I use a sorter block to prevent the stone from going into the storage containers? I later in the video realized that I could have just destroyed the stone, fill up whatever inventory I have, and then just keep mining and destroying the excess stone instead of waiting for the inventory to kind of clear out again. And I'm annoyed at myself. This should have not taken this long. But that is what it is. So lessons learned. Let's get back to the video. While we're waiting to process all of the stone and continue to drill down or rocket silo depth level, basically, let's do some of the other things that we had kind of like on our miscellaneous list. Let's see, what do we have here? Overall component construction queuing, add gravel to Oingo dashboard, adjustable legs on MMR, and recreate drone path. I think recreating the drone path we don't really need to do right now. Right now we have plenty of materials to deal with in the base here. But let's do the adjustable legs for the MMR. I think that makes sense. That's something we can do. Let's fly over to the MMR quickly and let's take a look at that. Okay, there's the magnesium. I guess we... not magnesium, sorry, the cobalt. I guess we did hit it. Not all the way, not perfectly, but that's fine. Let's see how much we've already collected. Cobalt, 16,000. Okay. That solves our cobalt problem for the foreseeable future. So the idea here, I think, that is to have some kind of mechanism that allows us to lower these feet. Now, obviously, we could put pistons in between the cargo container and these feet, which would make this whole thing significantly higher, which I would like to avoid if possible. But then again, that might be our only option. There is I think, one of the comments on the last video, I was talking about using hinges. If we have, let's see here. Let's say this is the underside of the cargo container here. What we could do, right, we could have a hinge. Let's say here. Huh. I just realized I don't have power on this kind of like disconnected grid here. That's why it didn't work, but like somehow it ended up working. Okay. If I put a blast door, and the blast door so it doesn't connect here, then I should be able to put another hinge here. And so if I retract these hinges, I would have one block height here, basically. So if the one on the right is like all the way up, the one on the left would point downwards, I could attach these plates here just with one block in between the cargo container and these magnet plates, assuming I can attach stuff down there, actually, because I might only be able to attach stuff in the center of the cargo container. But in either way, like if I can attach it to the cargo container in this position, I'll be able to have like a one high kind of mechanism that, when fully extended, gives me 3 blocks of height, additional height. Right, so 3 blocks of additional height is 1, 2, 3, would reach the bottom here. Might not over here though. 1, 2, 3. No, wouldn't be enough. That said, 4 blocks of additional height is what a single piston would give me, and that's also not enough here on this one. So we might not be, even if we just stick a piston in between, we'll not get the full height on all 4 of these legs that we would need. So maybe we'll just be okay with having 2 more touch the ground. The thing about this mechanism, however, is it'll create like a horizontal offset, right? So this hinge, when fully retracted, attaches on this block over here in this corner, right? In this corner here, and then once it's opened, that corner will be here, meaning the rest of the foot would be like sticking out to this direction, which I don't think is very, like, doesn't look very nice. Editor me here again. I just wanted to briefly mention that you could avoid the offset issue by having basically what I would call a knee, right? Where you would have 3 hinges. 2 of them are above each other, and the third one is kind of like all the way out, and they're connected in like a sideways V shape, so to say, like a leg, a knee and a leg, right? Where when you squat down, the knee angle becomes very acute, and then as you stand up, the knee angle kind of like the knee kind of like flattens out and extends, so that you have it like in between the 2 other joints. That would solve the problem with how the foot basically shift position as you change the angle on the joints. Back to the video. So I guess the alternative would be to just add another piston, which kind of just add a piston in between, which would work. It just would lose 1 piston of, or 2 blocks or whatever of height, which is not the end of the world, frankly. The alternative to putting something in between the cargo container and the plate would be to have like additional pistons that don't actually have any function. Let's say we'd put a piston, we'd probably just put it even down here like this, and then we could extend that piston just to give like a little visual additional stability to this whole thing, right? Actually, don't hate that. The fact that it can be tucked in here in the corner nicely is appealing to me. We could put a magnetic plate on here even, right? If we have a large cargo container, can we...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, no. Okay. The large cargo container can only attach in the center. So if we wanted to put a piston, we could only put a single piston, which would probably look very just not right. So I think I might just go with this here. Let me put these piston down, and weld them up, and then we'll just see how it looks. Give me 10 minutes or so. Okay, so I've installed the pistons with little magnet plates on them. I think if I reduce their power significantly, let's go into 50 kilonewton. I think that's 5 tons. And so if we put it to a very low value, let's do it 1 kilonewton. Pretty sure if we now lower it, I'm pretty sure it can still lower and raise, so let's reverse it. Yeah, no problem. But I'm pretty sure it will not have any impact on the larger grid. So this is set to auto dock. I mean, it's locked over there anyway, so there you go. Okay, and let's do it here as well. Did I say 1,000? Interesting. The tree's in the way. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. There we go. And this one is settled anyway, so I'll just set it up. Oh, the tree disappeared. It came all the way down, but that's here the remaining difference. Which is not perfect, but it is what it is. Like, yes, we could be stacking more pistons on top of each other or something like that, but I think this is okay. Here, if here's what I'll do. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? I think this works. I mean, it's not perfect. Like, actually, looking at this, I think it would make more sense to have them on the outside of the car containers pistons, but, you know, this works. Cool, let's head back to the base and see how far we are with processing that stone. I quickly stopped over there to re-enable the drill. So the drill should be running right now. And it even looks like it may have completed. It's all the way down. Yeah, since we don't have an overflow valve, that's one thing I just realized just now. And I don't know how many of you guys have been screaming at their monitors the entire time, or wherever you're watching this. We could have just continued run it and destroy all the superficial, all the stone that doesn't fit into our storage anymore. Oh well. Our storage is full again, but it's mostly stone. We should be able to work through that stone. Let's turn all of the blocks off here. The refinery is running. Not all of them though. Actually, only one maybe. Do I need to build another car container? Okay, this should allow all the refineries to start running again, because they now have space to export their inventories too, and it should here start going down rapidly, relatively rapidly. Maybe it's not working. Let's see. Let's see if they're. No, it looks like they're all working. Not all of them. Yeah, let's Okay, we need to get some. Oh, now they are. Okay, now they are. They just need to be able to put the iron and stuff somewhere. Okay, now they're processing.
Energy.
Yeah,
critical.
there we go. Okay. Yeah, so these are all extended now. So we got like 30 more meters. I think for now this is good enough. I think we'll wrap it up here for today. The next time we will have to build back a bunch of this stuff, which should go relatively quickly, and then we can start building the actual silo here. And also, I think while I'm building the silo, I will talk a little bit about some more thoughts about the actual rocket. because obviously we'll need to figure out like kind of what size the silo should be and how deep and all that stuff, right? Like all of that depends on the rocket. So cool. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It greatly helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more like this, make sure to subscribe. I upload Space Engineers videos twice a week, and there's lots of other stuff to explore on our channel. And if you know somebody who might enjoy this video as well, please make sure to share it with them. It's the best way to help the channel grow. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next time.